Try not to get hit here. Good morning and welcome to 40 Entrepreneur Drive. I am just walking out of my job site and going through the parking lot, as is probably very, very apparent. I'm trying my best to multitask and get this content out while it's fresh, and also because, as I've mentioned before, I've got limited time once I get home and once I get on the road. So managing stress is pretty much what this is going to be about. And I'm not even in the thick of things yet, and I'm pretty stressed out as far as starting this business up. And I'll go over some points of where my stress stems from. And I also got a flyer that I'm going to read off of on how to manage stress better. So, me in particular, a lot of my stress comes from all these ideas. There's the good stress and there's bad stress, by the way. Things can be stressful, like getting married or having a baby or moving somewhere new for the first time. And then there's, the stress that people usually think about as being stressed out. But like one of my major stressors right now is just having so many doggone ideas. A year or two ago, I prayed that I could come up with some money-making ideas so that I could have my own business and make my own money and have some freedom and have the opportunity to walk away from the job that I've been doing for the last 18 years. And I'm telling you, once I prayed about it, I started getting so many ideas. At first I was thinking, what can I do to make money? I mean, what can I do? I don't have a degree. I don't have a specific skill set. I don't have anything that I could use to monetize. So what can I do to make money? But after praying about it for a while, just so many ideas have coming up. So many that I can't possibly do all of them, one, at the same time, and two, just with the schedule that I've got, I can't do it all. And it stresses me out because, what do you call it? FOMO? Fear of missing out. So without having the time to work on all of these ideas, I'm already just trying to manage the time that I've got to work on one. I just feel like all these ideas are just gonna go away, not develop, or that I can't say that somebody else will do it before me, but just that I won't get an opportunity to work on a lot of things. Stress from home environment, which my home environment is, let's see, where did I park? Give me one moment. There we go. I knew I wasn't that far away. I was only 1 or 2 cars away. But to pick up where I left off at, what did I say? Stress created from so many ideas that I've got and so little time. So really that stress is excitement. The stress in the form of excitement. Stress in the form of fear of missing out. Just not having enough time to work on my ideas and develop them. Stress from my home environment. Oh, that's where I left off. So my home environment is pretty peaceful. I am so blessed and thankful to know that I do not have drama in my life. Like, the most drama that happens in my life is caused by my cats knocking over something, or, I have a pretty drama-free life. But when I say, doggone it, I knew it. My ear felt a little weird. Oh my goodness. This doggone earbud piece was off of my ear. I'm like, why does my ear feel muffled? A little earbud thing came off. That was weird. That's stressful. But so most of the stress that I have in my home is just the clutter. The clutter, it just not being kept well, and it just makes me feel stressed out, makes me feel moody. Stress and frustration from not making sales. So for my eBay side of things, I know that I'm not making sales because I haven't been listing in a while. My inventory is just overwhelmed, and I need to recategorize things and tidy things up and make time to set aside and list. So that's that part. But as far as my new product and my new website, it's been live for about a week, and I know that's going to take some time. One, for Google to crawl the website and push, acknowledge it and push it up in rank. But even with my sort of kind of website that I've had up before then that's attached to my eBay store, I have a website, it's a landing page for my eBay store. I'm not getting any traffic on that either. So that's stressful that I'm not getting sales. And then the stress and guilt that I feel because with so little time that I have, and I'm spending all of it on building up my business and not spending any time with my family. Before I even had the notion to make a business, I wasn't spending any time with my family because I'm working all the time. I'm working 6 days a week, mandatory, and I'm tired all the time, and I'm sleeping or, trying to catch up on housework and things. So I'm not spending time with my family in that manner. And now what little bit of time that I am carving out, I'm spending it all on the business. So I've got stress issues that I'm dealing with. And when I start feeling like this, anxious or depressed or stressed, I go back to some educational material that I actually picked up during some time in treatment. I am fortunate to have insurance that covers some treatment options. There's short-term treatment options, group therapy, and also a couple of one-on-one sessions. And while I was in group therapy, I got a lot of education on managing stress, managing anxiety, managing depression, and I held on to a lot of the educational material. And that's pretty much what I'm going to finish up with here. This is basically a 6-point presentation on how to manage stress better. And I'll read through this as quickly as I can. Identifying unrelieved stress and being aware of its effect on our lives is not sufficient for reducing its harmful effects. Just as there are many sources of stress, like I said, marriage, having a baby, moving, there are many possibilities for its management. However, all require work towards change, changing the source of stress or changing how you react to it. How do you proceed? How do I proceed? Okay. So there's 6 points. 1, become aware of your stressors and your emotional and physical reactions. 2, recognize what you can change. 3, reduce the intensity of your emotional reaction to stress. 4, learn to moderate your physical reactions to stress. 5, build your physical reserves. And 6, maintain your emotional reserves. So the first part, it talks about becoming aware of your stressors and your emotional and physical reactions. So notice your distress and don't ignore it. Don't gloss over your problems. Determine what events stress you. What are you telling yourself about the meaning of these events? Determine how your body responds to stress. Do you become nervous or physically upset? If so, in what specific ways? So I definitely notice my stress. I don't ignore it. I've been talking about it as I'm documenting my journey. The events that distress me, like I said before, not making sales, not spending time with my family, and this nagging fear that somebody's going to steal my ideas and that I don't have enough time. Like, I'm 40 years old. I'm just now starting out in business. I've got so many great ideas that I know can make money, but I just don't have the time to do it all. So that's what's stressing me out. The second point was recognize what you can change. Can you change your stressors by avoiding or eliminating them completely? I cannot avoid or eliminate the fact that I've got limited time. I'm committed to my full-time job. I'm not at the point where I can walk away, so I have to be here every day. I have to be here 6 days a week unless I'm able to get an excuse day off, which is hit or miss. So that can't be changed. Can I reduce the intensity? Manage it over a period of time instead of on a daily or weekly basis. With my house, the stress with the house being the way it is, I do pick up on that and clean when I can and try not to let it bother me the rest of the time. Can I shorten my exposure to stress? Take a break, leave the physical premises. When it comes to work, not really. I cannot leave work. But I do plug in whenever I can. I listen to music. I listen to podcasts. I listen to a lot of the YouTube playlists that I've built for myself, built around entrepreneurship and eBay stuff. And some of it's just fun stuff, just to relax and listen to. And that's my taking a break. Can I devote time and energy necessary to make a change? This would include goal setting, time management technique, and delayed gratification. The time that I try to devote, which I don't have it with me right now, but I do try to break down the different things I want to do into goals. I try to manage it in my diary, my journal that I've had. And that's good feedback for me to see what I want to do and checking it off as I'm doing it. That makes me feel a little less stressed because it makes me feel like I'm going somewhere and doing something. Time management techniques, though, I need to use my large calendar that I have on the wall. I need to use that one more, and I need to pay better attention to my daily journal. Number 3, reduce the intensity of your emotional reactions to stress. Stress is triggered by your perception of danger, physical danger and or emotional danger. Are you viewing your stressors in exaggerated terms or taking difficult situations and making it a disaster? Or are you expecting to please everyone? The pleasing everybody? No, I just want to do this for myself. Am I exaggerating different stressors? Well, I know that I have enough income through my full-time job, so I'm not stressed out about not making money in terms of being able to survive and take care of my family. But I probably am making it worse than what it is as far as not making the sales. Because, I mean, the eBay I've only been doing since June, so that's what, 9 or 10 months, and I'm making consistent sales, but it's very staggered. Like, I'm not making a sale every day. I wish I was, but with the time that I'm putting into it, I really can't expect more than that. But with my new business, this has only been live. It's only been live for a week, and I mean, I can't really expect much more than that. And then the paranoia that I have for somebody's going to steal my idea, somebody's going to steal my name or my logo, I'm probably exaggerating on that. Although it is a real thing, I'm not in the niche where it's a hot popular thing, so I probably could tone that down a little bit. Okay, number 4, learn to moderate your physical reactions to stress. Slow, deep breathing will bring your heart rate and respiration back to normal. Relaxation techniques can reduce muscle tension. I don't do this at all. I need to do this. Electronic feedback can help you gain voluntary control over such things as muscle tension, heart rate, and blood pressure. And what they're talking about there are machines like in therapy sessions or different counseling environments where they can hook different things up to you, where you can see, your brain waves and how you're reacting to stress. But I'm not at that point, so that doesn't apply to me. Medication, when prescribed by a physician, can help in the short term in moderating your physical reactions. However, they are alone not the answer. So they're talking about like when you have extreme anxiety that's causing physical and emotional distress, anxiety disorder. I'm not at that point. I feel like it's a very low-grade stress, so I don't need any medication. Number 5, build your physical reserves. Exercise for cardiovascular fitness 3 to 4 times a week. Moderate, prolonged, rhythmic exercise is best, such as walking, swimming, cycling, or jogging. This is funny because one of the things that I did Friday, when I stayed up all day Friday and I got a ton of great stuff done, I was so productive. One of the things I did was renew my 24-hour fitness gym membership. Way back in 2009, it was one of the last years that they had this thing where if you buy 3 years of gym membership for the rest of your life, you can renew for $50. And I took advantage of that. And they cut it off, right? That was the last year. So I'm grandfathered in. As long as I pay $55 every year, every February, I have to renew, I can keep my membership. And so I ran and did that because even though I don't use it, it's too good of a deal to let it just go away. So I went and did that. So I have a place where I can go and exercise. It's just me making the time for it. So yeah, exercise for cardiovascular fitness 3 to 4 times a week. The best thing to do is walking, swimming, cycling, or jogging. I just got to get there. Eat well-balanced, nutritious meals. I don't cook. I just don't cook. I don't take the time to cook. Every once in a while, when I have a craving for something, I'll go out and buy the ingredients and bring it home and I'll cook. But consistently, I just don't cook every day. I don't. I'm working on my business. I'm trying to get some sleep. I'm coming to work, and then I'm grabbing something to eat on the way to work or while I'm at work. That I need to work on. Maintain your ideal weight. That goes back to eating well and working out. Being overweight is a stressor in itself. Carrying extra weight does stress your body out, because your heart is working harder than it should. Your bones and joints are carrying extra weight that it doesn't need to. So I'm very aware of that. Avoid nicotine, excessive caffeine, and other stimulants. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Not really. Every once in a while I have the flavored beers or whatnot, but I don't drink. Caffeine, though, when I'm at work, I drink a soda probably at least once a night, or coffee. I'm really not a coffee person, but I drink Pepsi or Dr. Pepper at least once a night. Working overnights sucks. I gotta work on that. Mix leisure with work. Take breaks and get away when you can. Again, when I plug in, I listen to my music. I listen to my YouTubers. I listen to my podcast. I listen to my stuff on Stitcher. And I read whenever I can. Take breaks and get away when you can. I haven't in a while, but sometimes I do just take a drive. And especially what's really fun for me, I like to drive through the wealthy neighborhoods and just look at possibilities. Just look and admire what these people have accomplished and how they're able to live this lifestyle. And that to me is fun. I haven't done that in a while. Get enough sleep. Yeah. Be as consistent with your sleep schedule as possible. Again, I should be going straight home, getting my 6 to 8 hours, and then waking up and being productive, and then segueing that into going to work at night, but I don't. When I'm up like right now, as soon as I walk out of those doors, I feel alive, I feel excited, I feel energetic, and I want to get things done. Especially because in the morning time, a lot of things are opening up. I've only got to wait 6, 7, 8. Some things will open up at 8, some things will open up at 9. I can get it done. I can, have things started, and then I can go to sleep. It's difficult, but I need to manage that. And then the last one is maintain my emotional reserves. Develop some mutually supportive friendships and relationships. Man, that has been a tough thing for me to do my whole life. Me being an introvert and me preferring kind of an isolated type of environment, I can be cool with like 1 to 2 people at a time. And when I've been in relationships, it's just been me and that person that I've been focusing on, or focusing on my kids. But maintaining friendships has really been hard for me. So I wonder as I'm moving into more business relationships, like networking, and if I can find people that I have things in common with that I know will benefit my business and benefit me in growing as an entrepreneur, I wonder if that would be easier than just casual relationships. Because social relationships has always been hard for me. Pursue realistic goals which are meaningful to you, rather than goals others have set for you to do that you do not share. I think I'm doing pretty good with this. This whole business thing, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because after 18 years working in a warehouse factory environment, I don't want to do that. For a long time, for at least 10 years, I've been wanting to do something different. So this is definitely my goal. I'm very passionate about it. I want to do it. Expect some frustration. Expect frustration. It's telling me, expect to be frustrated. Expect frustrations, failures, and sorrows. It just comes with the territory. I know that. And always be kind and gentle with yourself. Be a friend to yourself. I'm trying my best to do that. I'm trying to take it easy and not beat myself up. On the one hand, I know, like, the type of personality that I have. I know once I want to do something, I could be passionate about it and ambitious about it, and I can get it done. So I believe in myself. That's why I'm pushing myself. But on the other hand, I do need to just take it easy. Like, come on, Kenya, you don't have a spouse or a partner or any family around that can help you out. You're doing this on your own. You're doing this for yourself, and you're doing this by yourself. There's only so much time in the day. There's only so much energy and that you can focus on any project at one given time. And there's only so much time in a day. I have to eat, I have to sleep, I have to rest, and then I have to go to work, which is something that I'm already committed to doing. This is my current income. So I do need to keep that in mind. But that's me and my stress. And I know that I'm gonna be stressed for a while. Even once I get over the hump of making sales and networking with people and getting my brand out there, it's gonna be even more stressful. So this is just the beginning of stress, but that's where I'm at. Thank you guys for letting me share this very long moment with you. It was not supposed to be 20 minutes. It was supposed to be 6 minutes, 6 to 10 minutes long. I timed myself reading this while I was at work, but sometimes you just got to go where the message takes you. So thank you again for watching. I hope you guys are all subscribed by now, and I hope you're sharing my message and my journey with someone else who could benefit from it. I don't have a whole lot of valuable content right now. I am aware of that. There are so many YouTubers out there that are already at that level, that are sharing so many valuable things. But this is my experience, and this is my trials and tribulations. And maybe just listening to me as I go forward and am successful will still help somebody out, because, you know, I know that I'm not alone. I know there are other people, there are other single people that are starting a business for the first time. There are other 40-year-olds that are starting a business for the first time. There are other single parents that are trying to start a business. There are other people that are afraid of business but want to learn about business but don't know where to start. There are other people just like me. And, you know, if we all share our message and our story, we can encourage each other. So that's where that stands. And I've got nothing more to say. Thank you very much. Subscribe, share, and like. I would have really appreciate any support you guys can give. I do subscribe to other people that are kind of, in the same field. So I don't want to say sub for sub, but if we're on the same path, I'm definitely open to subbing to other people. I try to follow other people and give them support, and I would appreciate the same. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next round.